everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Katie and I'm the organic esthetician. If you're new to the channel, I make device tutorials. I love gizmos and gadgets, both professional machines and things that you can purchase for at-home use. So my channel is made up mostly of tutorial videos showing you exactly what these devices offer, how they affect the skin, and then exactly how to use them. If that interests you and you haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure you subscribe. So I get asked all the time, should I buy this device or should I buy that device? People will compare to and ask me which one's better. Or they'll ask for the results. You've had this device for 3 months now, show me the results from those devices. So sometimes I'll make a video just so you have a place to go where someone can clearly explain what this device actually is and how to use it. I find that it's kind of my niche. It's something that I have found I'm fairly good at. And so I make a lot of these videos. Just because I've made a video on a device doesn't necessarily mean that I'm using it every day. So I thought that in today's video, we would just have a very casual chat and I would share the devices that I actually use. I'll explain why I picked one device over another and how I actually integrate them into my skincare routine. And if you're not sure which device to purchase, maybe this will help. All right, so microcurrent is definitely my thing. So let's start with microcurrent. This will not be a surprise to any of you. My all-time favorite at-home microcurrent device is the MyoLift Mini. So this is a dual probed device. It makes it, I think, more effective than anything else on the market, but it also makes it a little more challenging for the average person. Why I like this device is because it offers 2 programs. It's very unique compared to almost every other microcurrent device on the market, aside from maybe the Ziip, which we'll talk about a little bit later. You have 2 programs. One is going to lift and educate the muscle, kind of contouring the face. If you're wanting to chisel a jaw, carve out your cheekbone, or raise your brows, that is the program that you're going to want. Other devices do this, like the NuFace or the FOREO Bear. The difference with 70 Wellness's MyoLift Mini compared to those gadgets is that it is true microcurrent. So not only are you going to affect the muscle, you're going to push product deeper, enhancing ingredient penetration, and you're going to trigger your cellular energy in the form of ATP. Not all the other devices do that. The second program is why I love it so much, and that's the erase setting. So erase works to stretch and elongate the muscle. Think of it as your Botox alternative program or your Botox enhancement if you have injectables. It is going to stretch the muscle, erasing fine lines and wrinkles. You're kind of pulling the wrinkle apart, stretching it out, smoothing out the skin. The Ziip has a program that kind of plumps up fine lines, but because it's a handheld, you're not gonna get the same stretch. And it's really key to actually getting results. I use this probably once a week, once a month. I'm bad about doing this regularly. I used to do it every single day. And I think that it's part of the reason why you look at my forehead, like I have some stuff that's starting to form a little bit right here and right here and right here. But for anyone that wants to know, I am 37 years old and I have never had Botox. I don't do injectables. Last year, tried PRFM underneath my eyes and I was like so wanting it to be this amazing treatment and was really disappointed with it. But I can do another video on that later. I am not afraid of needles. I do not want toxins or synthetic substances put into my body. So that is why I opt to not do them. A lot of people love it. I get why you do it. Oh my gosh, instant gratification. If you want to enhance the results of your Botox, elongating your injectable, making it so that you don't have to get injections as often, this is the gadget for you. I consider that like my longer full face treatment. Sometimes I'll just do quick targeted areas. It's a nice way to break it up. I'll just do my forehead or I'll just do an erase program on my mouth, around my eyes, and across my forehead. But when it comes to doing microcurrent daily or like throughout the week, I use a handheld. I am so obsessed with this thing. Who else has the Ziip? Is everyone loving it? OMG, this is just the best. I mean, I'm a big fan of Melanie Simon, and like, not to like fangirl out, but she is probably my aesthetic idol, and she just nailed it. It is the most luxurious, well thought out at-home microcurrent device that is out there on the market. Her packaging is beautiful. So while there might be one or two ingredients that aren't like the squeakiest of clean, the formulations of her conductivity gels are just above and beyond what anyone else is doing in terms of anti-aging and like using interesting ingredients. I absolutely love these gels. She makes 3 of them. I have the golden gel. I haven't tried the other 2 yet, but they're on my list to get next. Speaking of which, in case you are in need of conductivity gel, Current Body currently has the Ziip gels on sale. I will put a link to that down below. Okay, so the Ziip. The app has so many different treatments. And what I really love about this device is that it's really geared more towards overall skin health. So the programs I use most often are Founder's Favorite. I'll pop it right here so you can see. So my evenings are usually like my boyfriend and the puppy on the couch, and we'll watch a couple episodes of something. I like to start my skincare routine before I sit down. So usually it's like a break. We'll like eat dinner, watch something. I'll go to do some skincare. I come out with gel all over my face. I put Melanie on mute, and I do Founder's Favorite on the couch. It's just like a really slow, easy movement that you can do without looking in the mirror. And sometimes, if I'm really feeling it, I'll do that program multiple times. She calls it her insurance policy. I find that it really just is a nice way to like drain fluid, increase circulation. Like, think of it as almost like an enhanced gua sha, where you're using a current to trigger some of those biological processes in the skin. It's not super lifting contouring. I would say the Ziip is probably the least sculpting out of any of the at-home microcurrent devices, but it offers all of these other programs. The other one I really like is Problem Solver. That is for breakouts or any sort of like skin weirdness. If you're just having like a funky skin day, I'll do Problem Solver all over the areas that are acting out, and then I'll finish with an LED treatment. It also offers an eye treatment that actually drains and depuffs the under eye. You glide in and then pull it down, and then you kind of drain out at the brow, and you get a little bit of lift at top, but it's really nice for draining under the eye. So I would say those are the 3 programs that I use most often. And then I'll do, I forget the names of the other programs, but I'll do some of more like lifting and sculpting. I like doing the primer maybe before I go out, a dinner or something. I live in Napa now. There's nothing to do ever. We never go out. But if I do have a big night out in downtown Napa, I'll do the primer program first before I do my makeup, just to add some hydration and just give it a little kind of sculpty lift. And I might like contour my cheekbones or something really quickly. That's the other thing that's nice, is that there's really long programs and 2 or 3 minute programs that are really short and easy to do. It's pricey, but I think very much worth the price point. So if you are interested in a handheld, app-based, at-home microcurrent device that offers you a little bit of lift, but really just helps enhance the overall health of your skin, the Ziip would be a good option. So when I do like really just want like a cheek lift, I want to like carve out my cheekbones, I use the MyoLift QT. So this is MyoLift's handheld device. It also works with the app. It has a stronger intensity than any of the other at-home microcurrent devices. That's another thing. The Mini does as well. They both go up to 400 microamps. I usually do it like over a sheet mask, and I'll just like really kind of work my cheeks and maybe give a little like lift to my brow, maybe go along the jaw a little bit too. I don't love this for the erase program. So I find that I really only grab my QT when I wanna like carve and contour my face. If you have younger skin and you are just wanting that little bit of a lift and you're not really worried about increasing product penetration or stimulating ATP production, then the Bear is a really lovely option. I think the price point makes it a little easier too. It vibrates and has microcurrent. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that this uses milliamps, not microamps, which means that you're actually depleting ATP instead of stimulating it, which I would say is the only bummer about this device. But it's really lovely, very easy to use. You can use it with the app or without. Great for like just a quick lift. Okay, and I'll link all of the microcurrent devices down below. I have discount codes for everything. I have a discount code with Ziip Beauty that's good at ziipbeauty.com. So I will link all of that as well. So the next category of devices that I like to use are radio frequency. I fell off of it for a while and I just started adding it back in. I did an intensive with the NEWA Beauty in 2020. It was like right in the beginning of lockdown. I really targeted like this little area. It's probably just a little bit of a fat pad and a little bit of the cheek shifting down, but it's not as like tight and smooth on this lower part of my jaw as it once was. I used the NEWA to target this area and it made a huge difference. I love the results. The NEWA you have to use fairly often. I was using, I think, like 4 or 5 times a week. It took some time and like a lot of arm strength. I got really great results. I did it for like 2 or 3 months consistently. So say you do a month intensive, it takes about 2 or 3 months to really see those results. I really wanted to ensure that I got those results. And so I did 2 or 3 months intensive, and then I just kind of maintained here and there. And then I fell off because it just works so well. A few years later, I was introduced to the Nebulyft devices. So there are 2, the R1 and the N1. This is the N1. And I really liked these. I was really happy using them. I was pleasantly surprised by the results and how quickly I achieved those results. I can show you some pictures. Like I used it a couple times a week for a month and you can see the difference on my jawline. I was kind of shocked by how well that worked. They gave me the R1, which is the white device, and then they gave me the N1 to try. The N1 gets hotter faster. It's like a ramped up version of the other one. And so I was using this for a while. I like the Nebulyft gel better than the NEWA gel just because it doesn't have the triethylamine that this one does. So let's compare these two really quick. NEWA is the only at-home radiofrequency device that has clinical studies to back it. Hands down, it's the only one. They spent the money, they did it. They're owned by a professional medical device company. They use the same technology in this as they do in their doctor grade radiofrequency machines. There's just a lot there. It takes a little bit longer. Don't love the ingredients in the gel, but it really does work. Everyone asks, can I use a different gel with my NEWA? I really don't recommend doing it. It gets really finicky if you use a non-NEWA gel with it. I killed at least one already trying to use other gels. So whenever I respond to your comments, I always tell you, use the NEWA gel. Get the delicate skin option because it doesn't have the synthetic fragrance that the other gel has. I would say the most pared down ingredient list of all of the gels. Nebulyft's gel still has a couple little things in here that aren't so great. It's got pegs and butylene glycol. They say that they have an organic gel, but there are no organic ingredients in this. I think when I got my first device years ago, it was old packaging in a pump. It was actually made with organic aloe, but the botanical soothing gel is not an organic based gel. So just something to know. I would say both of these have never broken out from them. With the NEWA gels, I just wash my face after I do a treatment, and conveniently, radiofrequency does not enhance product penetration. So you don't have to worry about it pushing it in super deep, but it is on the skin. So I would just recommend washing your face. All right, so I'm just putting it out there for you all to make a decision for yourselves. I would recommend both of these devices. The next device that I use probably the most, again, I go through phases with things. This year, like end of December through January and into February, my skin has been crazy. I've been sick twice with not COVID, crazy stomach thing where like I threw up 7 times one day and then got a cold at the end of the week. And then over Christmas, we all had a cold. I feel like low immunity with dryness and holiday eating from November to New Year. My skin freaked out. A lot of breakouts, which I just don't normally get. So I've been using a lot of LED light therapy. I absolutely love my Omnilux Contour. It works so well. The company is great to work with. I love doing it in the evenings. I'll wear it while I'm watching TV. I will pop it on, listen to a story. I have this meditation app that has bedtime stories. I've also been listening to Neil Gaiman's Norse mythology, so I'll listen to a mythological story at night with my LED on and my dog in bed. A little glimpse into my life. I also like doing it first thing in the morning. So when I do it at night, I do it the way that you're supposed to do it. I'll put on my Maysama green rooibos pressed serum. You let it sit on the skin for 20 minutes, and then you put your LED light over the top. What this does is it's going to actually enhance the efficacy of the light. It neutralizes that little bit of oxidative damage that still happens with the red light. It's also just an amazing antioxidant serum. It helps support the adipose tissue in your skin. I kind of can't say enough about this. It's very popular and it is currently sold out worldwide. I sold my last bottle in maybe like end of January, beginning of February. I pre-ordered it already, so as soon as it's back in stock, it's gonna ship to me and I will have more of this in case you don't have this already. Or if you don't have LED light therapy but you're interested, I would highly recommend purchasing my LED starter kit, which includes the Maysama serum, the Contour face mask, and then a pack of Omnilux's hydrogel masks as well. Everything's discounted in the bundle. I also discount the face and neck kit. So if you buy the face mask and the neck and neck mask, you get a discounted price on the masks, and then you get a free pack of face and neck and neck hydrogels with your order. No discount code necessary because it's always discounted over at the OE shop. I will link both of those down below as well. That's when I'm being a good girl. And the other way I'll use it is if I haven't used retinol the night before, I just wake up first thing in the morning, my alarm goes off, and I grab my Omnilux and I pop it on. I just kind of let the light wake me up. It's such a nice way to start your day. It's like both relaxing and kind of energizing at the same time. After 10 minutes, you know, my snooze button goes off. I turn off the alarm and then I get up and start my day. My Omnilux lives next to my bed at all times, and it really helps me just kind of fit it into my skincare routine more often. LED light therapy is going to help stimulate cellular energy in a similar way to microcurrent. It's going to increase microcirculation, which oxygenates the skin, and it stimulates collagen synthesis. It's great for skin firming, for line minimization. It's fantastic for any sort of inflammation or inflammatory response in the skin because the Omnilux pairs red with infrared light. Infrared is the deepest penetrating of the light spectrum and is just so beneficial for the body. An infrared sauna is on my wish list. So is an infrared sauna blanket. I'm gonna start small and work my way up. So hopefully those things are coming soon. Infrared and red light therapy is one of my all-time favorite modalities to use on a daily and weekly basis. So if you are interested in skin firming or skin enhancing, if you want to just increase the health of your skin, I highly recommend adding LED light therapy in, and specifically the Omnilux Contour Mask. Speaking of Maysama, they just came out with their own little gadget. Think of it as like a gua sha paired with LED light therapy, vibration, and heat. This is a really fun little gadget. I find I like stuff like this when I travel. I have a little extra time in the evenings. I brought this with me to LA when I was down there seeing clients. Think of it as an enhanced gua sha. It's not going to replace replace your LED light therapy, you're still going to want to do your Omnilux Contour mask or any other LED light therapy that you might have if you're just looking for an easy little kind of traditional treatment. I put the Solawave wand in that category too. It has vibration, I think it has heat, has microcurrent in the LED light therapy. Most of the time I just use it over a cream or an oil. You're not getting the microcurrent effects with it. So for someone that just wants something quick and easy, or if you have younger skin and you kind of want to just dip your toe into the gadget world, that could be a really nice option as well. All right, last but not least is my FOREO UFO. I love this. This is up there for like favorite device of all time. So this offers ultrasonic vibration, heat, cold, has LED light therapy in it, minimal again, you know, just kind of there. And you use it with their masks. You can make your own sheet masks too, but you just snap in your treatment mask and you infuse it on the skin. Because it uses that sonic vibration, you get a nice little lift. I'm always surprised by how like contoured my face is after I use the UFO. If you want a relaxing treatment, UFO. If you want to increase hydration in your skin, UFO. Oh my goodness. If you have dry skin and your regular skincare routine is just not cutting it, add in this guy. You won't regret it. It also makes the best gift. Birthday, Christmas, whatever. Such a fun gift. They have different versions of it, different price points. Some of them don't have the hot and cold. A little something for everyone. I have codes and links for everything that I talked about. I'm going to put all of it down below. If this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Leave some comments down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you are using, what you love. I love hearing from you. And again, you know, like, don't be mean about it, but if you're unhappy with the device, let me know. Tell me why. It's really helpful for me to know how these things work for all of you out in the world as well. Okay, everybody, I am doing it. I'm trying to be back here. I kind of took a year off, but I missed you guys. I'm hoping to at least have a video every month, if not a couple. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of these future videos. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all really soon.